Oh, okay. Welcome back to the fucking ridiculous podcast. It is episode 14, so we got past 13, which was just a struggle, and I'm so sorry. And I did get a question, did I have pink eye? No, I did not. I just literally, when I said I couldn't open my eyes, I just couldn't get them open. So first things first, thank you for listening. We are cruising right in to the best month of the year, October. Shout out to all my October peeps. Shout outs. I was informed by my oldest son that they sound weird. And why am I doing that? Why am I using the first initial of someone's last name? And the whole thing was very confusing to him. So I'm not sure if I'm being lame or being annoying by doing the shout outs, but so I don't know. I mean, anyway, that's that. So anyone over the age of 18 who lives in the RVA area, who has their own car and no criminal record and actually gives a shit about another human being, go ahead and DM me because I'm looking to hire someone or many. Also, experience using TikTok is great. Not a requisite, but would be awesome. So this is a true thing. Because I really need to hire some people. I need some help with my people at home, one in particular. Okay. And I would so like to thank my lovely producer, Joe. The birthday gift that I was hoping and praying he would give to me, he did not. And that was, I was hoping he would understand that when I bring my hairdryer and a brush and my makeup bag to record, I am actually hoping that he will have taken lessons on how to do this shit because I clearly don't know how to do it. And I look like a clown every time I try and put makeup on. So my present to myself, I think I'm going to try and learn something each month. And this month, I'm going to try and learn how to put makeup on so that I don't look like a clown or like a dead person. So there's that. But thanks, Joe, for fucking nothing. Okay. If you are listening and you're kind of here and there, you're still trying to catch up or whatever, thank you. I encourage you to just binge it and get there. And then maybe if you wanted to take that level up, you're an acquaintance, now you want to be a friend, that'd be a tier 2. You could follow or subscribe. You could go onto TikTok or Instagram and look up the FR pod and follow there. That would be really awesome. If you were wanting to take things to the next level, turn it up to 11 Spinal Tap terms, that would be sharing the pod with your friends, going on there and rating and reviewing it, 5 stars only. Maybe, I mean, if five is preferable. Five is great. Or just oh my gosh, this is the funniest thing ever. I'm so grateful for this. Or, oh my gosh, thank you. Any of that. I was born under the Catholic guilt umbrella, so I'm going to use it right now. If you really love me and you want to make me the happiest person during October, you will become a bestie, a tier 3, and share and rate and review and do all of these things. Thank you. October's here. And I just wanted to fill everyone in on the game that we went to this past Tuesday night. For those of you that are just tuning in, I became a major hockey fan, NHL specifically, over COVID. And so I have since purchased some tickets to go to some hockey games. And Raleigh is the destination because of a lot of reasons that I won't bore you with. But anyway, went down for a preseason game. I am learning a ton about professional sports. I have never been into this stuff much, so I don't know what I don't know. And here's now what I do know, and I am going to share with you if you do not know. Number 1, preseason games do not have the same attendance as a normal game. That might make sense and be super no brainer to most people, but I don't know. I kind of thought you'd want to kind of see what the hype was about, or I don't know. And then I listened to this interview with this former ball player, Julian Edelman. He was on the Patriots, and he had said, yeah, preseason games are super important. You get all the kinks out and you get your routine set. So I was super pumped to see all of these players from the hurricanes and the lightning. And the lightning, like, they didn't have many of them. And I mean, the ones they had, I was super excited to see, but still I was like, oh. And then I thought, well, maybe it was a hurricane. Maybe they were like, they can't leave their families because they're in Tampa and the hurricane's coming. But those other, I don't know. I didn't understand it. But anyway, that also leads me to hurricane. For all of those people in Florida and now in South Carolina, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This super sucks. Like, put the word out if y'all need help. I hate this for you guys because Florida is a really sunny place and it should be happy there. And I know it's not right now, so I'm sorry, Ian. Back to the preseason game. They do this thing at the stadium where it's kind of like supersizing your drinks. And so when you go, they'll say, do you want a single or a double? And so because I like to maximize my time and efforts, I was like, well, I would like a double. But then I said, can I have it in a larger cup? Because like I get really angsty. And so then anything that's like near me, I will put in my mouth, whether it's eating, drinking, gum, whatever. So they did this for me. And so when it was all said and done, I paid $42 because I had to, turn the screen and put in the tip because he did me a solid. Now I'm going to do him a solid. $42 for one drink. I had 3 drinks while I was there. That's criminal. Like, how are people, I don't understand. I don't understand how people have like season tickets to things. Like, I just don't get it. Anyway, whatever. Make sure when you go to a sporting event, you are in your section because I've said I'm directionally challenged. I followed the instructions that the man told me and I still got it wrong. So here I am sitting in my section trying to get some great pictures of people. And these 2 guys come up and they're like, oh yeah, hey, these are our seats. And I was like, oh, are they now? Thinking I know everything and I know nothing because I am, yes, indeed, in the wrong section. They're like, actually, you're over in that section and those are better seats. And I'm like, that's what I get for going to the arena by myself. Like I was unattended at that point. And so sometimes I clearly cannot be trusted out in public by myself. So the last thing is if you wear a hat, which I have been wearing like the same outfit all two games I've been to, because then I was like, well, if they won last time, they should win this time. And it just seemed like a good uniform to wear. It was kind of nondescript. If you have a hat on and you can't see the Jumbotron, you can't tell if the Jumbotron is on you. And so then you could be picking your nose. I was not that I know of, but I was looking at my phone, looking down, and I was missing all of like the dance contests and stuff. So word of the wise, you might want to turn it backwards if you can carry that look off, or just like, I don't know, pull it up a little. I was trying to, keep mine low because I was having a bad hair night. Anyway, okay. So the Canes won and it was great. And that's that. I won't go into another hockey game until November because October's super busy, but in a good way. In the news, Trevor Noah is leaving The Daily Show, which that stinks, right? He's awesome. But I think he feels like it's time to move on. On a plus side, he is, I think, dating Dua Lipa. And if they procreate, those are going to be some beautiful children. Beautiful children. Brett Favre. He is like a football player, former football player, who has a nonprofit that apparently just stole money and like said that he was giving it to like the state of Mississippi for like people in need. And it went to the athletic department. It's like the poorest state we have. Like, shame on you. What's wrong with you? Anyway, if you haven't and you care at all to see like Guys in Disguise or whatever, Eli Manning did this undercover thing where he went to audition, or not audition. What is it like? Try out for Penn State. And he's like a 41-year-old man now. And he's up against these like, probably 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 guys. It's hilarious. But the best part is the self-talk because he's calling himself Chad and he keeps going, fast Chad, fast Chad, fast Chad. You should watch it, especially after a drink or two because it's really funny. McDonald's is now coming out with Happy Meals for grown-ups. And they will be putting like a throwback tchotchke from the 90s in the Happy Meal to appeal to that people that like that kind of stuff. I am not a tchotchke liker, so therefore this does not appeal to me. However, if it does for you, awesome. Send me a picture of it because I won't be going near them. But more power to you if you are. So, I feel like there are two types of people in this world. And there was probably a hybrid because there always is a hybrid of some sorts. But there are like the people that like are touchers and then the people that are like, no touching. I, shockingly, am a hugger. Like I am that person. I'm like, bring it in. Just meeting you for the first time. You're getting a kiss and a hug and it's going to be great. That's just me. I recognize that not everyone is like that. Now, what I don't understand is the not touching, like you don't like massages or like you don't like a pedicure or a manicure or like even getting your hair washed by someone else. I don't understand that at all. If someone could explain that to me, I mean, maybe someone had a bad experience with it. I don't know. I don't know if like you're born and you're a toucher, you're a non-toucher. I don't get it. There are a couple of times when you are a toucher, but you are not a toucher. And here are a few of them. Number one, when you have small children, multiples in particular, and they are hanging on you all day and you are carrying people all the time, that person who is the mom or the caretaker, who is likely a toucher, at the end of the day, when those children are in bed, she is no longer a toucher, no, or he. They do not want to be touched by anyone because they have been touched out. And it's not like they're seeking it. They're not paying for it. They're just touched out. So then if you're in the bed with someone, sometimes people like to snuggie. And then other times people just need like, okay, it is sleep time and I need my own personal bubble. I have now fallen into that category, even though I am a toucher, because of the shoulder, because I couldn't sleep in the bed for a really long time. And then once I couldn't roll over. So my husband is probably falling into the like so lacking in touches. He's probably going around and hugging anyone right now because I have been unavailable. But so update on the shoulder. I went to my surgeon this week. I got really high marks for being a good patient. So I'm super proud of myself. I have another month of PT and I am not wearing my sling right now, but I do still wear it out in public because of the touchers. Some people are like so excited to see me. I know, weird, right? But they'll like give me a hug and they won't see the sling. And then I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. But I don't want to let them know that they are like touching me. So anyway, I'm still wearing that, but not all the time. So yay. So I actually today like did my own hair and I put on a sweater myself. So how about that? As a gift someone gave to me for my birthday, I'm going to this place where they do reflexology. And reflexology is this Eastern kind of type of, I don't know if it's a belief or you'd have to Google that. But anyway, it's basically like a foot massage and every place in your foot correlates to an organ or a part of your body. And I totally buy into this. I get it all the time if I was going to add on to a massage. Well, this place just does that. So I'm super excited. I'm going there in like 20 minutes and it's going to be an hour of reflexology. Even if it's terrible, it was a gift certificate. So I'm so pumped. I'll let you know how it goes. That brings me to feet, though. There are a lot of disgusting things in this world. Chelsea Handler, who is a girl comic who I love, 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 she has taken it upon herself to educate the public on the grossicity of feet. That's my word, not hers. She's smarter than I am. She has some videos now that have been sent into her about plane etiquette and feet on planes, like bare feet on the ceiling, on the dashboard or the console, on the, in the aisles, like there's just feet everywhere and they're bare feet. They're not even socked feet. Socked feet would be better. So just like if everyone kind of forgot how to fly, if you can't keep your shoes on, bring some little socks to put on your feet And then don't put them up where everyone else can see or where everyone else might be touching, because feet are gross. Even the cutest feet are gross. Now, the one caveat to that would be, or the one like exception to that would be, in like baby feet up until they're like maybe, I don't know, 5. Those are the cutest feet ever. Like no baby has bad feet. And they just are always like chunky and juicy, and so those are fine. After that, people need to start covering them up. Now, she is specifically talking to males though. And males, they get like the toenail fungus, and they have the athlete's foot, and then they have the calluses and stuff. Like the weather's changing, cover that shit up. Okay. It's hard for all of us. I know. And I know that when you look down at your feet, you're probably like, these are not that offensive, To other people, they might be. And yes, I know it doesn't matter what other people think, and we should just all be our true, authentic selves. But seriously, feet are one of those things that you really need to like take care of. You need to wash them in the shower. And washing them is not standing in the shower where, fun fact, a lot of men apparently pee. So maybe a lot of people pee. I don't pee in the shower, but I never thought to. So anyway, I think that would take more concentration on my part to make myself pee in the shower than I actually am in the shower. But I am washing my feet with like the loofah in the shower. If you don't do that, try it. It's a great way to clean feet because feet are so gross. Long nails. I don't like long fingernails, and I'm sure you can tell by my disgusting hands. I appreciate the look sometimes of like really nicely done nails. I am not buying into the like super long claws and the points at the end, only because they just seem extremely weapon-like and very impractical. It makes me think that those people might not have children or things that they pick up and carry, because otherwise you would see 3 of them and not, the whole hand with them. So I don't understand that. But then when we go to feet and toenails, this is a serious topic that needs to be discussed. Long toenails are like, I think I would rather look at someone's bum hole than long toenails. And on a girl, they're bad. On a kid, they're bad. On a guy, they're the worst. They're the worst. So my boys will tell you, I'm constantly like, oh my God, you need to cut those nails. You need to cut those nails. And they're like, Mom, I know. Like their nails will be longer than mine, and I'm disgusted. So I have taken to having nail clippers like everywhere. I have at least 1 to 2 sets in my car. I have 1 in my purse. I have them all around our house, not just sitting out so any Joe could just like cut their nails. But there are plenty. There's an abundance of nail clippers. They are not expensive, and they are not hard to figure out. So I say this with love and just, hey, it's foot care month, if you will. So let's cover them up. Let's keep our toenails short if they are out in the open. And don't put them in other people's faces, or like on an airplane, or like on someone's coffee table or sofa that you don't know that well, because they're disgusting. Truth. Disgusting. Not so deep thoughts. I have so many of these that honestly, they come and go so quickly, but this is what I'm thinking about right now. I was talking with a friend, and she was like, I feel like I have reached the apex, and she said apex, of stupidity. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, you absolutely haven't. And here's how I know this. I feel like the bar for ignorance and stupidity has been steadily rising over the past couple of years. So we all have way more room to excel in the stupidity category, myself included. Now, I know I'm pretty close, but I mean, I like a good goal. So I'm working on it. That being said, I am a wee disturbed, kind of also like intrigued by the fact that TikTok for a certain generation is becoming they're Google. So like when I would say, if you haven't seen the television show MacGyver, Google it. They might like TikTok it. And then what they'll do is they'll see the videos about it. They'll read the comments. And then I think they'll decide if it's like A, real, B, good or bad, and C, like worth their time, which is kind of scary to me because there's a lot of content on TikTok and a lot of it is extremely funny. But I can see where it would be like, ooh, I can't tell if that's real or if it's not real. Not unlike some of the comments that people have given me on the TikToks. I don't think they're getting that this is called fucking ridiculous. Like, so it's funny. It's meant to be funny. It's not meant to be serious. It's not. Okay. Speaking of MacGyver, if you were going to reboot a show for like a struggling streaming platform, MacGyver would probably be a good one to do it. I think you should probably have a set of MacGyvers, like a trio of MacGyvers, blah. And one or two have to be moms, because I feel like the way that you like make your way through this world, you either can make something out of nothing, get yourself out of a situation, or you can't. MacGyver, I don't know what he did for a living. I don't know why he was always in these precarious situations, but he could always get himself out and the people around him with like a stick of gum, a pinwheel, and a ruler. And you'd be like, oh my God, he totally, the bomb didn't go off. The shark didn't eat them. The thing didn't go over it was amazing. It was amazing and it was very well done. So I think we could bring that back, and that would be helpful to today's youth in problem solving and resourcefulness. Just a thought. Finally, I like this, but I don't like this. I like it for certain reasons, and I don't like this for certain reasons. STDs are on the rise in not just assisted living places, but the world, like the US. And apparently, it's because people are feeling so liberated right now that they are like, I'm going to be true, my authentic self, and I am no longer going to wear condoms. I'm just not. And you can't make me. That's not okay, because we just discussed like the bar for stupidity has been leveling up. And we also know that now pregnancy is a bigger deal. So like condoms are kind of important in this type of situation. So let's wrap this shit up. Now, as far as the assisted living facilities, you know, I am glad that people are having fun. I am glad that there's the human connection there. So I'm not going to dog on any of that. And frankly, if someone's in an assisted living facility and they're like, if that's how I'm going, that's how I want to go, who am I to say anything? I mean, they're beyond baby making. So, hey, why not? Anyway, the final point on that is that I believe they're forming a task force to enforce wearing condoms. I don't know much more about this, but you can rest assured I am going to find out, and I'm going to report back on who is on this task force, what the job responsibilities are, how you get on the task force, how you like implement your practices, and how much you get paid for it. Because that's a task force that really might, I mean, it definitely falls under the fucking ridiculous category, but there are plenty of other categories it falls into as well. All right. So here's to moving into October. Everything turned out fine in September, and now we're rolling. So have a good one. And next week I'll be here in October enjoying my newly, freshly reflexologied feet. All right. Wrap those feet up. Bye.